Hey everybody, Glenn from PS Nation here today to talk about the Sony Gold wireless headset, their follow-up to the Pulse Elites. So pretty nice design on them, very sleek, and very similar actually to how the Pulse Elites worked. It even uses the same app on the PS3 and the PS4. So what you're seeing here is their new design, very flexible as you can see, but still pretty rigid. I actually think these have a much better design and build quality than the Pulse Elites. We're hearing reports already that the Pulse Elites are kind of falling apart on people, that sort of thing. So wanted to take a look at these pretty in depth. First off, comfort-wise, they feel great. They're very easy to wear. They don't pinch your head too much. And also kind of a weird thing, normally, well, as you can see, they fold up too. So you can take these out anywhere you want. They're very easy to carry around, but they actually adjust height-wise. Like normally a headset has a thing on the top and you pull that apart. These actually move inside. I don't know if you can see this or not. So the casing itself, the housing is one piece besides the hinge here, but everything else actually moves internally, which is kind of cool. Also something that they're doing, they're selling faceplates for this. You can actually replace this piece. So if you pull down, this comes right off. The problem is, like, there's a set right now for Infamous Second Son, and they're like 20 bucks. So yeah, they're cool, but 20 bucks for a couple pieces of plastic, because you can replace each side. Sound-wise, they're great. They support the virtual surround sound, the 7.1 virtual surround that most of the other gaming headphones out there have. Pretty nice. It actually has on this side a bunch of different switches. So you've got the button on top that switches between virtual surround and stereo. You also have a toggle switch to toggle between how much volume is to the chat and how much is to the game. You also have a mute button on the back. You've got your regular volume. And the power switch we'll talk about a little bit in a second, but also you've got USB for charging, and also a 3.5mm headset jack, because you can actually plug this into the Vita, your phone, pretty much anything that supports regular headphones. Just pops right in the bottom, and the cable is included. It's not too bad. It's about, I'd say about 5-6 feet long. It's not too bad at all, but and it's a standard one, so if you already have a cable, it'll work as well. The power switch is interesting though. It's actually got two spots. One is for just regular use, with the default settings, with the default profile, everything else. The second one though is so you can customize things. So let's switch over to the video on the PS4. You'll see that the Headset Companion app is now available. It's a little bit different than the one that came with the Pulse Elites, but it works with both. So we'll download that, install it really quick, and as you see, when I turn the headphones on, you'll see that thing come up in the corner. So we go into the application itself. You'll see it actually lets you choose the Pulse Elite or the Gold wireless headset. Of course, we're going to go to the Gold this time. And you can see that there are a bunch of different canned profiles out there for like shooter, that sort of thing, horror game. But you can also create, well actually, you have to be on the second setting. And you can apply this to that profile. So basically, 1 is always default, 2 is one of these customizable profiles. So you can also create your own custom one. Now, you can only really adjust 3 things: high, middle, low. So, I mean, you're creating a profile to a certain extent, but really how much, it's almost like you're adjusting the graphic equalizer in your car if you had a car stereo back in the 80s that you put in. So it's cool that it's customizable. I mean, there's a little bit that you can adjust, but really it's not like this finite control that you might have with these custom profiles that come out for games like Infamous Second Son. But once you apply it there, it's on your headset and it works. You don't really even have to deal with this application anymore. So these retail for $99, which is actually cheaper than the Pulse Elites had. Really the biggest difference between these and the Pulse Elites, obviously, are this doesn't have that rumble feature in the headset when the bass goes off. And actually, some people didn't like that. These are really good, especially the microphone on this. Obviously, you don't see a microphone sticking out anywhere. Again, just like the Pulse Elites, the microphone's actually built into the housing itself, and it works wonderfully. When I talk to my friends online when we're playing Battlefield or whatever else online, it sounds like they're in the room, really. There's no feedback, there's no echoing. I'm actually really impressed with the microphone quality on these. It's one of the best features. Battery life, I'm getting roughly about 6 hours out of them on average, which is a little bit more than the Pulse Elites. You can charge them with a really long cable if you want. You can have them on your ear or on your head with a cable, and it does charge while you're listening, but battery life's pretty good. And again, it uses the little USB dongle that they've always used from Sony, and it works great. The range is about 25 to 30 feet roughly, in my house at least. I don't know if maybe some other people get different range, but overall, these are a great deal for 99 bucks. I highly recommend them. I think they're excellent. And also, the wireless dongle works with PC and Mac. And by plugging these in, like I said, as headphones, you can use this on pretty much anything that uses a 3.5 millimeter standard jack. You can't use the microphone over that connection, though. So if you're on your Vita, you know, anything else, you'll have to use something else for the microphone, like the built-in one on the Vita. But on PC and Mac, since you're over the USB dongle, microphone works and sound works. You can't use the profiles, obviously, and you can't use the virtual surround, but everything else works great. So very highly recommended. I actually personally kind of like these a little bit better than the Pulse Elites, and they're cheaper, simply because the build quality is excellent on these. They're very simple, very easy to carry along with you. I think these travel better than pretty much anything that I've had before, because you don't have to have a base station or anything else. And also, they include a little pouch in the box to put your headphones in, and also your dongle, because that's the biggest problem, is that you can lose that little USB dongle. Having this pouch helps quite a bit. You can throw both of them in here. It's got a drawstring. You're not going to have to worry about it falling out. So pretty cool if they include this. Obviously, it's, you know, it's like 50 cents for them probably, but a great addition to the package. It also comes with a very, I think this is pretty much the funniest thing. This is the charge cable that they include. It's USB, just standard USB, like the PS4 controllers use, the micro USB, I think it's called. But look at it's like, this is it. So this is just going to be hanging off your PS4 if you charge off the PS4. Charging time isn't bad at all. I think it takes just a little bit over an hour, so not too bad at all. But overall, great package by Sony. I think these are really the best ones that they've brought out so far. And for 99 bucks, it's a great deal. The virtual surround is great. Obviously, it's not a $300 pair of headphones, but for 100 bucks, these things sound phenomenal. So can't recommend them enough. If you want some gaming headphones, these are the way to go, really, for the price. You know, you can go to something a little bit higher up if you want in cost, but there's going to be more complexity, a base station, you know, running optical, everything else. These work with PS3, PS4 natively, and work with a lot of other things as well. So nice job, Sony. These things are great. The gold wireless headset, $99.99 retail. Go out and get them, seriously, if you want a gaming headphone. They're fantastic.